And then good God. Good God. You boo. I ordered the one that you had, and I think I ordered the wrong one because it's supposed to move with me and it don't move.
I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, if I had the batteries in her, you would turn it on and it will move with you.
Oh, I need to get my pen. Okay, you know my phone. Hello, everybody. This is Kisha Simone coming back to you from Southern Belle Radio. Yeah, that white one. From Southern Belle Radio on DFWiRadio.com, you guys. I am returning today. Y'all see that banner behind me? Y'all see it? Y'all see it? We're getting ready to go in just a second. We have the beautiful Miss Kelly J in the building, y'all. Y'all better get ready for this phenomenal interview and get the notepads and pens out because she's going to teach you something too. And I got a pen and skill drop. So you guys, thank y'all for tuning in. We are back live in effect. Thank y'all so much for the support. We definitely appreciate that. It is hot. It is the holiday weekend. Y'all make sure y'all enjoy it because it's going to be a great show to start it out. Right, Miss Kelly? That's what I'm talking about. They shut down like my video. They shut down the one with me.
I didn't know what was going on. I said,
yeah. That's why now I'm going to start picking older songs. Y'all hear that music? Y'all heard that music? We're getting ready to go in with an amazing interview with Miss Kelly J. Y'all, this is going to be another good one. Miss Kelly like that song, y'all. The baby over there. Who knows? That one is actually either the last week of June or the first week of July. I'm waiting on two people to confirm. One of them is your guy, the singing. I'm waiting on him to confirm if that date is good for him. Because I'm going to have 4 of them. And this was updated to yeah. So many times they be like, can you come? Can you come? That's not a hobby. That's a job. Girl, you know I'm bad lifting. Oh my gosh, I heard.
It don't look like that.
Welcome to the show, you guys. I'm having slow connection with Facebook. I'm not sure if it's on or not, but if you guys are on, thank y'all for tuning in. We're getting ready to go in. Hello, Instagram. Hello, Periscope. You guys, thank you so much for the few of you that are still on Periscope. I appreciate that because when I was not on, y'all let me know. Don't forget about us. And I was like, oh, I don't really know if I'm still on Periscope. There we go. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Y'all see that banner? I'm always representing for DFWiRadio.com. Internet finest. So y'all make sure y'all tune in. We get ready to go in. It's hot. I had to go bald today because it's hot. Last Saturday, my whole hair touched on my face. It's too hot. It's too hot. Yes! Welcome to the show, you guys. I'm your girl, Kisha Simone, here on Southern Belle Radio on DFWiRadio.com. It feels good to be back. I've been gone for a couple of Saturdays, as I announced to you guys, and shouts out to my son, LJ Grace, for going to the championship last Saturday. So, you guys, I was doing my mama duty. So, yeah, shout out to them Dragons. Shout out to them Dragons. We're celebrating after the show today with a party for them guys for going to the actual championship. So we definitely want to say congratulations because them 12-year-olds, they played the game of football last Saturday. So without any delay or anything, y'all, we have the amazing Kelly J in the building today. So y'all give it up for her. We have a very, very powerful show that we're going to have today. Got some good questions that you guys sent in and some of my own. Yes, and then she's going to educate us on how she do things so graciously and so professional all the time. I've worked with her, so I know how she do things. But you guys, I'm excited to have her here. But before we continue with the show, let's check on Boss Man. How was your week, Boss? How was your week? Hot. My Russell Simmons boss. Hot. What did you do this week?
Sweat.
Besides work?
It's work and sweat.
Yeah, right. You got some plans this weekend?
It was hot what I was doing.
I know, right?
DJing a Memorial Day party today.
Nice.
From 5 to 10. Tuesday DJing a graduation.
Ooh,
So, yeah,
nice.
And guess what though? Y'all know what I'm gonna do, right?
What?
I'm gonna play that Kendrick record a few times.
Oh, yeah, that Kendrick Lamar. Oh my gosh, y'all. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, I have to say, we getting ready for a birthday. Y'all know me and Kendrick Lamar birthday on the same day. So yes, we getting ready to celebrate these Geminis. And shouts out to all the 2024 graduates. It's so many, from LJ going to the 7th grade. My other bonus son, he graduated this year from McKinney, which I'm so grateful for that. I didn't get to make it yesterday, but Dalen, I love you, son. Definitely, I'll be seeing you soon. Let me do these quick birthday shouts out, then we get into the inspirational song, and then we get into Miss Kelly's interview. Come on, somebody. So for the birthdays that's going on, first of all, to my son, Darian Reed, he flew to Hawaii. He was like, I'll leave y'all to Dallas. So his birthday is Monday. Cousin Maya, my manager Madison, Ashley Evans in LA, Notorious B.I.G. Wow. Biggie, yes.
That's why it's, okay, now.
Yes. You know, it's a message to all of my managers. Miss Kelly J. Got a surprise for you.
Oh my gosh.
Patti LaBelle, Cher, Busta Rhymes, Mr. T. I didn't know he was still alive.
I pity a fool.
Pity the fool. Yes. Mr. T's birthday was the other day. He turned 79, I want to say.
Wow.
And still look good. His skin is immaculate. It's nothing like taking care of yourself. You know, we're going to get into some of that healthcare. We was talking about your skin. Yeah, we're going to. Y'all know me and McDonald's are best friends. Well, Ronald Isley, the smoothest old man I know.
That old dude.
Amazing.
Yes, my goodness. That made
young
me
girl
fresh.
fresh.
You hear me?
Juices and berries.
That's a handsome old man. I've been like him since I was a little kid when my mama was like him. Probably my grandmama too. That brother Isley is the
You see how women can do that and get away with it? Right. Dudes can't do
yeah,
that.
me that wouldn't sound the same. Well, me and that my Pam Grier. You know, Pam Grier is up, you know,
cold, boy.
In her 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, she's still a beast.
Yeah.
You know, I get props to do. Yeah, and the other birthday girl, Miss Patti LaBelle. Her Patti LaBelle birthday was the other day, and she's still cold. She walked in her birthday walking with her legs, with her teeth, and some more stuff. Her on fleek.
Let me tell you like this. Money will keep you looking like that.
Yes.
Yeah, amen.
Looking like that.
Well, to Tracy McGrady, the basketball player GOAT that is not talked about a lot here lately, but he had a birthday the other day. Also to Rashida and Octavia Spencer, that quiet but kept actress. That is a beast mode. Yeah, she was talked about a lot because of her size, but she made it work for it.
Yeah.
She made it work for it, so I have to say that. And also to my boy Heavy D. Heavy D died a very public known death now we're going to talk about, but we're not going to get too much into it because I don't want nobody to try to destroy your interview because we interviewing Kelly J today. But you guys, y'all stay tuned. We're going to come back with some more of the best Kelly J, and I'm claiming it right now because she's going to kill it on this interview, you guys. Y'all come on back. We're going to listen to an inspiration song and we'll be back. Look at God. This is Kisha Simone on Southern Belle Radio, DFWiRadio.com. You have to be careful with that one. A lot of stuff going on right now. Be very careful with that one.
It's the year of karma.
Yeah. And you know what? That's what's kind of said in his interview. That comedian.
Okay. Let me tell you something. Y'all gonna learn one thing about the real ones in the industry. They already know what's going on. They just not supposed to say that.
Yep.
So when he said it's the year of karma, nobody really understood the ramifications of what he said.
And I think they understood, but I don't think they paid attention. Because when he was saying the karma, we're thinking his karma. I was thinking.
I knew what he was talking about.
Because when he said the karma is coming out, I'm like, okay, he's dropping all these dimes. Is he dropping these dimes because they did something? Or are they?
Now, I said since the beginning of
you know what I'm saying?
This year is the year of revealing.
Yeah, it is.
Like, that's what I say. That's
revealing can come through karma and all.
Next year, though.
Man!
This is coming full circle.
Man!
Wait till next year.
Next part.
2025 is going to really hurt.
So that's what I said. I said literally this year is the year of revealing.
Yep.
Personal things have been getting revealed. But I had you like, ooh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
So when you have the reveal part, the only thing that can come next is you know, the trickling down.
Because you know how it's making him upset. So I said, you were upset when you I gotta be careful.
Right. Just like when that video dropped from CNN, and now all of a sudden you want to apologize.
Would you ever apologize had that video never came out?
No, because you said you didn't do it.
And then because think about all of the posts he made that, you know, false allegations and all that.
Oh, and remember the night before the video? The truth comes out, or the truth. He said something about truth. Yeah, a little sentence on one of his social media pages.
So it's one of the things where it's
There are
like,
many more videos where that came from.
oh yeah, I feel like
that's
I feel like that's from their rage.
That's light work.
I feel like that's from their rage.
Yeah,
because narcissists like to look, they like to admire their work.
Yeah.
They
You
did
said
that.
they lost right.
Why would you keep that on you?
Right.
And then on top of that, I ain't gonna lie, when it first came out, I would have just been honest about it and said, you know something, I apologize. It wasn't, at that point, I could have accepted the apology from what he put out.
Instead of saying or denying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Instead, you denied
what
it.
killed
You denied it.
Yeah.
You said no, these false. No, my God, you actually had done this.
Yeah.
So now the video out, now you want to come.
Whole different ball game.
I was in a dark place in my life.
You apologize because you got caught.
Hey, you guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We are getting ready to go in with the amazing Kelly J that's going to be coming in shortly. We're going to start her interview. We went over the birthdays. You guys, thank you so much for just supporting and staying with me over these weeks. You know, we had to go into mommy mode, so I was out last week. I've seen the questions and things of that nature when I was returning. Hey, I'm back now. Y'all, thank y'all so much. In the next couple of shows, I will announce prior. I see y'all like that. So I'll definitely continue to do that. Look at God. Want to do it? Oh, yes. Now get ready. Once I go in, I'm going to turn the cameras on you and then we'll let you start.
You know I already.
Oh, yeah. You know I already know. Shut it up. Welcome back to the show, you guys. I am Kisha Simone from Southern Belle Radio on DFWiRadio.com, one of internet's finest. We have the amazing Kelly J in here. Today, we're going to do a great interview on Miss Kelly J in the building. Yes. Y'all, thank y'all so much for being so patient. I'm turning the cameras around so you guys can see Miss Kelly J. Uh-oh, Facebook. I'm sorry about that. There we go. Yes. I had it a little too on this side to where you see just a whiteboard. Oh, okay. But you guys, there's a Miss Kelly J. Thank you so much for coming in today. Yes, and how are you feeling?
I feel wonderful.
You feel wonderful?
I do.
I have so many things to discuss with you. I don't know if this hour we're gonna be able to. But you guys, okay, so piggybacking on the last time you were here, you were preparing organizations, but you also were doing so many other things in the industry. Can you tell us, where did Miss Kelly J start in the industry?
So I started out doing promotion and marketing, mainly promotion with artists out in Dallas. So I worked with Wireframe, Paper Chasers, doing promotion. Rest in peace, Fat Al, because Fat Al was the one to put me on.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, he was the one to put me on. He was the first Dallas jig, like he was the king of jigging out here, but he was the first one to put me on to Wireframe. He saw my work with me promoting artists, and he hit me up in my DMs and was like, yo, pop out to this meeting. I didn't know I was going to Wireframe's meeting, but it happened to be a meeting with Wireframe, and I got to come to the meeting, do promotion with them, all of that. And then from there, I just started working with more and more artists, getting my name up. Definitely transitioned over the years to a lot of different things, but definitely shout out and God rest in peace to Fat Al, because he was how I got started in regards to promotion. I did radio with my cousin, like Allure Radio. It was internet radio.
Okay.
So we were all the way across Brazil and all of that, and I was a co-host with her.
Nice.
So I've been doing the industry stuff for a very long time.
Yes.
It was something I knew I wanted to do since I was a kid. I did modeling as a kid.
Yes.
I sung in every church choir as a kid, which was a drill team as a kid. So I knew I was going to be something in the entertainment industry. I just didn't know how far and how deep I could go in it. And so, like, now at this age, it's like, it's so much more you can do now.
That is
and
true.
So it's like, I try to get into everything. So, as you know, I do recording, video recording.
Yes.
I do production. I do pretty much anything my creativity allows me to do, from graphic designs and more.
I want to ask you about your creativity, because one thing I can honestly say, you have an eye for different things that everybody doesn't have that luxury. And you can spot something out. You can make a plain butterfly be the most beautiful thing that could ever cross your eyes. You know what I'm saying? And even from the way that your pictures, I'll even take your flyers, for instance. I couldn't keep up because every day it was a different flyer. I said, wait a minute, I fell in love with this one. This shit I'm not gonna do it. Where does this creativity come from? Because I know you from the business side, that's where I met you, but learning the personal side and getting close to you and your family, you getting close to mine, that creativity is on all, that's just you.
Yeah.
You know, you did some of my flyers last year, which I was like, how the hell she do this fast? And I would pay somebody maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah, I try to tell people, I like doing 24-hour turnarounds sometimes within reason.
Now you did mine in 20 minutes.
I mean, it was, but I will say, I give it to myself, I have done stuff in like 20 minutes.
Yes.
Honestly, the moment it hits my head, my mind gets to going.
Okay.
And the moment it gets to going, I have to immediately like go to it and do it. So if I'm around somebody and like I was around a friend of mine and she was telling me about her book idea, her book cover.
Okay.
As she was talking about it, I could vision it in my head. So I sat there while she was talking. I sat there, took my phone out, did the little graphics, turned it around, showed it to her, and she was like, "How the hell did you know that?" And I was like, "I saw it."
So let me ask you this, not to interrupt your thoughts. So keep that thought because I do want you to finish. My creativity is like writing music in 2 o'clock. Is it something like that? Could it be kind of similar?
Could also write.
Okay.
I do write.
Yes.
Like I'll wake up in the middle of my sleep and have a full poem that I'm about to write.
Okay, understand that's like me with scripts. I'll write a whole movie, or I'll write a story, or I'll write a play.
And I vision it in my head.
Yes.
So if I hear a song, I can put a whole shoot together for it for your video. If I hear it and I really like it, I'll put a whole scene together for it, and I can put it all together how I want it to look, and it will resemble exactly
what you were thinking.
Yeah.
See, that's definitely priceless. That's something money can't buy and classes can't teach.
Right.
You know, either you have it or you don't.
Right.
And that's something that I really want to commend you on. Not only that, because I've been knowing you for some years. Shouts out to Tika and Shika, where I first met you on set. And Bold and Beautiful.
Yeah,
Bold and Beautiful. I apologize, you guys. And when you were there, it was like you knew me.
Yeah.
So okay, Kisha Simone, you need this, you need that. And I was like, who is this girl? And I'm taking her with me. I know this Yall system, but you know, because you were just boom, 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 and you've been that way ever. It was almost scary because I had never met you.
Right.
But she was like, okay, no, her sound needs to be on this side because it's this. Where does that boss ethic come from? Is it from your parents? Is it something that you were raised? Are you an only child?
No, my parents have an oldest child.
Okay. So you're the baby.
I am.
But you're the boss.
I am.
Carrying
the boss.
How about it? Boss that. That's real. So what is that eagerness to just make sure everybody's good?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta toot my own horn. It's the Leo in me.
It's
the Leo in me. Like,
okay.
I've been that way since I was little. I remember being around my uncle. Like, shout out to my Uncle Mark.
What's up, Uncle Mark?
As a kid, we would all be around and he played music.
Right.
And so I want to be the lead singer. So I was the lead singer. I had my cousins. You know,
your background vocalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but my uncle, he really was the one to like instill a lot into me. Like we would go out places and we would see this big old truck and like the tour buses, and he would say, "Y'all gonna be on those one day."
Claim it.
I, as a kid, you're hearing this, but also even just being in school. Shout out to Nathaniel Hawthorne, class. As a kid, being in school, I was that one that was in the center of attention for psych ops when we did steps. When I was a stepper in school,
yeah,
I was the one who was gonna be the one that, hey, I'm tired. and then start doing a step. I was the center of attention,
it.
so it's a
It just
natural.
came natural.
It's a natural thing to me.
I love
And I'm not gonna lie, I
love
lost it over years of being hurt by so many people.
And we're gonna get to that in
Of
just
course.
a second.
But what I can say is it never left me. So
That's
naturally, I'm a boss. Naturally, and my shout out to my bodyguard Evan, because Biggie, what he did was he said, I'm gonna look at boss as boss of services. Because it's more than just
I love
one thing you do.
it.
He's like, you do a lot of stuff.
You do a lot. Yes,
so he
you
was
do.
like, nah, you boss. He was like, but you the boss of services. So that's what we made it.
So let me ask you this. When you got started, did you know it was going to be on this level?
Yes, but bigger.
Mm.
I've always saw myself bigger.
Okay.
Like way, and that's not like no shade or anything.
That's facts.
I've just always saw myself big because I know the personality that I have, and I know I'm one of a kind. I'm a rare breed. I tell people that.
Yes.
But being a rare breed comes with a lot of responsibility.
It does. Come on now. I know that. I know that part. I definitely know that.
Comes with a lot of heartache and breaking. I've had to learn through
and sacrifices.
And I've had to learn through life in general that with everything, God doesn't bring you this far to leave you. That's number one. He'll never put more on you than you can bear. And when I was in high school, freshman year, me and my good friend, we decided to read the Bible together. And of the Bible, Job was the one that stuck out to me.
Yes,
and
come on, Job. That's me all day.
As a kid and a freshman, I told God, I said, as a kid, I told God, it was after I had read that, I said, God, use me as you have Job. Ooh. Now, what I didn't know
is what come with Job.
What come with that, because Job lost everything. And when I think back over my life, I've definitely taken a lot of losses. But the wins that I've had in the mix of it have been phenomenal. Yes. And I've utilized them into butterflies. So you see I see that.
And I love it. And that's one thing that I wanted to piggyback on too when you was talking about your strength. Yeah. Because I know butterflies mean something. Yeah. And that's something. And before we go to this quick break, can you tell us why you reference to butterflies so much?
The transformation of them.
I love it.
Like fully the transformation, them going to I've researched them and I've learned a butterfly to become a butterfly. It's actually in a short time frame.
It is.
It does not take long, but I put that into human life because in human life, it takes a while for us to get where we are. Yeah. And I learned through my research with butterflies is oftentimes when butterflies break out of their cocoon too soon, they die. Yeah. And so I've had to look at a lot of parts of my life where I died in, and because I came out too soon. Too soon. Way too soon.
Wasn't ready. Right.
But when I took the time to actually prepare myself, get myself together, know what I wanted in life, wrote it down, manifested it, put it together, put the plan, write the vision, make the plan. Right. It became simpler. So now as I'm breaking out of my cocoon, literally the world is getting to see it full-fledged as of right now. I'm still, like right now, out of my cocoon, you got the head. Right. Once this baby girl comes, you getting to see the full butterfly. Yes. And I've really taken this time through my pregnancy to really love on me a lot more. Okay. Pour into me a lot more. Yes. If it does not make me happy, I can't be with it.
And see, and that's what we're going to step into, not only the pregnancy, which you just stated, but we're going to get into the happiness and what got you to the happiness right after this break, you guys. So you guys, come on back. We're going to talk about Girls by Sierra, right back here on Southern Belle Radio on DFWiRadio.com. So speak to the people who can't be after there. Hi, you guys. Thank y'all so much.
My organization, Focusing and Health and Growth, Focusing and Holding on Growth, Focusing and Growth and Holding Together. This is our whole collection. We also have other shirts online, Fun Depression and more. We have a calendar, so y'all make sure y'all go to the site. Follow me on IG, Facebook, YouTube, and more. Hey y'all.
Yes. I need that. They got me right there. Oh yeah. That's good. Yeah, that's good. You tell them where they can One of your products?
Kelly J Enterprise.
You slipping.
All right. Kelly J KELLYJENTERPRINT.com. We also got 10% off all merch right now today. So use the code information awareness and get 10% off your order.
How many minutes we got left? 2 minutes? We're going to shut that down right after this, before she goes to the bridge. We got a lot more to go. So Miss Kelly J.
I'm
Get ready, baby. You ready, Miss Kelly?
Yep.
I'm gonna tag you on Facebook. Okay, looking good there. Welcome back, you guys. This is Kisha Simone on Southern Belle Radio on DFWiRadio.com. We got the amazing and beautiful, talented Miss Kelly J in the building with us. Yes, you guys, if y'all missed any of the interview at the end of it, please go back to the beginning because she's dropping nuggets and dropping dimes. Now, Miss Kelly, you know me, and this is the part of the show where we go to the deep well.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. We want to go to those that have not had the opportunity to be Miss Kelly J or Miss Kisha Simone or even Miss Jones, or you know what I'm saying, have those luxuries to have those moments to where they break, but they still don't want to give up.
Right.
I want to go into those moments in your life to where you wanted to give up, but you said, you know what, I have to have this for this. Who was that why? Or what was that why that kept you going? And what was that moment that made you want to give up? If you don't mind sharing. Now, you know, any question I ask, you can always say no. You don't have to always give that disclosure. You know, you work behind the scenes with me.
Yeah. All right.
Yes.
So, one of my favorite things to tell people is I'm a suicide survivor. I've attempted over my life over 8 different times.
I didn't know it was that many.
Yeah. And honestly, it wasn't until 2019. I've been in recovery since 2019 from suicide and cutting. Self-harm, sorry. From self-harm.
Elaborate for me.
Self-harm.
Self-harm. Yeah, I know what.
Cutting.
Oh my God, are you serious?
That and, yeah.
Because I know he's like a scratchy. Okay.
Yeah, so since
Thank you for being so transparent. I appreciate
I've
that.
been very open about it.
Yes.
But yeah, since 2019, but what gave me my why is my nephew, my nieces.
That's my baby.
That those 3 will never understand, especially my nephew.
Yeah, because you guys are super close.
I'm trying not to cry when I think about him, but my nephew is my biggest why. Because we are, and I could not fathom leaving him.
Right.
And him feeling as if it's his fault. I tell people in my journey of suicide, when I talk to people, please understand it's never your fault. It's just a pain y'all just couldn't fix.
Right.
Ever. Like people who have ended their lives, I've said they're the most bravest. And they're the most bravest, I'm okay. They're the most bravest because of the fact they did what was best for them.
Now, let me ask you a question on that. Because suicide is something that, sad to say, is very common now.
Yes, it is.
You know, that's why I'm very close to my son, LJ, because he has friends that talk about it like kids talking about going to the store. You know, well, I don't feel my mom loves me, and I don't feel my dad loves me. And you know what I'm saying? And has it ever been a point in your life that you said, this is the reason why I want to commit suicide? Could you share that with us if you don't mind? Because everybody looks at us and think we have it together. They say nothing ever goes wrong. Oh, they always smiling. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I wanted to touch this to the deeper wells because they're not by themselves.
My first attempt was in middle school. What people who I went to school with didn't know was that at the age of 5, I had already lost my best friend.
Yes, I remember that.
By the age of 7, 8, my parents were divorcing. Through my research now, as I'm putting my blog together, I went through a lot of self-identity crisis. because I was in a 2-parent home that split.
Yeah, I know that's an
And
adjustment.
two-parent home that split, went from having both of my parents to only seeing one and then seeing another one on the weekend. Then transitioning from a school where I was the most popular at, because hey, we stayed across the street, everybody in the neighborhood, we all knew each other.
Right.
To going to a completely different school district, and I was getting bullied and talked about for my size. Had never in my life been talked about my size. I was a cheerleader as a kid. There was nothing you could have ever told me I couldn't do.
That's right. That's right.
But then I go to this school and I'm getting talked about. I'm getting called fat and all this other stuff. And what I've had to realize is both of my parents were going through their own hurt to where they couldn't see
it. Right.
So my first attempt was in middle school, and I was actually in school. I had got a knife. I had been telling my teachers that I was getting talked about, everything. And I started cutting in class. And that was my first attempt. My second attempt was a little bit older. Nobody actually knows this story. I just told a friend of mine. But I was getting talked about on social media. And I went over to a friend's house, and I was trying to drive my car in front of ongoing traffic. And something came into me and said, move. And I moved just in time. And I got to my friend's house, and I cried and told her everything. Third attempt, it was, and I can recall every attempt. Third attempt, I had lost someone dear to me, my family. I tried it with my godmother, my Gamma, which is my mom adopted mom. Anytime I had pain, and that's what my biggest thing is, I never wanted to die. I needed that pain to end. It was a pain and a void inside of me that I couldn't actually tell nobody what I'm feeling. I couldn't voice it because I didn't know the words to say to nobody, to say I'm hurting. And for them to actually understand it. I was getting called Debbie Downer. I went from being this life of the party to being this person that just wanted to be in the dark. Wow. And I mean, that happened like in a matter of months to a few years. So imagine people you're always around now calling you Debbie Downer. Now, not understanding why you're talking about your mental health, but saying you're seeking attention. Wow. I was never seeking attention. I just needed you to know I was going through some shit and I was hurting. Right. And instead of you saying, how can I help, or what's really wrong, or talk to me, you name calling me, not understanding your girl's really fucked up right now. Right. She really messed up. Right. And you're not helping it. And a lot of people don't really realize the way people who are like me, we voice it. And most times people do think we're seeking attention, or they
just don't listen.
At all.
They don't listen. Because one thing I can honestly tell you, I've been in those shoes. Yeah. You know, especially when I got older and my grandmother raised me, and I wondered why my mom wasn't there, things of that nature. I mean, I've told a little bit of my story, and then as life proceeds, more of it comes out, as everybody. Right. And it's like when you say something, they think, oh, that's just Kisha. Yeah. Oh, that's just Kelly. Yeah. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's just like when you get to the drastic point, then they're like, oh, I didn't know. Yeah. Yes, you did. You did. We told you. You didn't want to pay attention. Hello. I've actually had people say that, like, oh, that's just, you know, and for people who don't know, I legally changed my name a year ago this month. Yes. To Kelly J. But back then, everybody would say, oh, that's just the being Justin. It's like, now back up a minute. You gotta elaborate on this name change. Okay. What was the reason for that, and what significance has it been since you did it?
It's been a major significance. I did it because I wanted to set myself free. In therapy, I learned. Okay. Shout out to therapy, and I would recommend anybody.
Yes, therapy is wonderful. It is wonderful.
Anybody get into therapy. But one thing that I learned.
The couch is great. Right.
One thing that I learned, and shout out to my doctor, Dr. Siobhan.
Yes.
Clinical therapist ever.
I know, right?
But one of the things that I can definitely say that she helped me to understand, or even in general, was that everyone else had already discarded Jessica. So I had started discarding Jessica as well. I didn't love Jessica. I hated the name. It was associated with trauma and pain and brokenness and hurt. But that's why I kind of was with it. Right. Kelly J was who I wanted to be.
Which is now who you are.
Who I am now.
Okay.
And it definitely is who I am now. And I like to say Jessica is who told the story, who made the story. Kelly J is who you see before you today, the strong individual who's still learning, who's still growing.
So can I say honestly, and you can disagree, Jessica actually helped create Kelly.
Yes, wholeheartedly.
Okay.
Wholeheartedly.
Okay. And the reason I say that is because I used to hate my childhood. I used to hate certain things that happened to me, like, why me? I'm a good person. Why me? Why this? Even to this day, I'm like, okay, I'm not married. I was just thinking this yesterday, a couple of days ago. But I'm like, I'm a person to where I know what I want. When I figured out who I was and what value I held, it's certain shit you just can't do to me.
At all.
You know? You know what I'm saying? So I must say the Kelly in me had to come from the Jessica in me. You know what I'm saying? Quote unquote. You know, different names, but I see the similarities as far as everybody has a Jessica and everybody has a Kelly. You know what I mean? And the sad part about it is some people don't know their Kelly still. How did you get to the point to where you got there? Was it the therapist that brought you there? Or was it the experiences?
It was what brought me to Kelly was honestly, I realized the life Kelly was living. Kelly was free. When I was Kelly, I was happy. When I was Kelly, I was this outgoing person again. It reminded me of like the little girl in me.
That's causing me to light up now.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kelly was that girl. You know what I'm saying? But as Jessica, I was reminded of being bullied. I was reminded of the times I tried to end my life. I was just reminded.
And you know what? Reminded is something that we don't want to remember.
At all.
You know, it's such a word, little word, but a lot of meaning.
What people don't even understand is all I did was take my last name, make it my first, took Jessica, cut off the SSICA, kept J, and made it my last name. And
you did it so uniquely.
Yeah.
You just explained that, so, and I can't remember nothing you said when you tried, but that was very unique and very smart. And it takes somebody, as far as, you know, what we talk about is infants. We have good hearts. We have this. And 9 times out of 10, the people that start with that N, I don't even want to give them power. They destroy that. Have you ever gotten to the point to where somebody that's closest to you, and you don't have to name them, please don't. I don't want you to do that. Got to the point to where they destroyed you, but also made you?
Definitely.
Could you give us an example of something to that nature? Because I have so many people that, I wish I was. Oh, you want to be somebody else, but you got to be happy with who you are.
Honestly, everyone in my life. That's the crazy part. People who are close to me, people who I've loved genuinely. Some people are no longer here. And they're no longer here because I couldn't give no more. I had already
drained your energy.
I had already poured myself out to a point where I wasn't loving me no more. And I had to like really.
That's deep.
One thing my therapist is big about, she be like, Kelly, we gonna sit here and we gonna focus on you. If I start talking about anybody else, Miss Kelly J, what about you though? What she brings it back to me.
You.
So
which is very important. Very important.
Even when I'm talking and I'm going through stuff on a regular, I'll stop for us. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm gonna put too much focus into this person. What do I mean?
You learn to do that. And you know what I had to learn to do? Be selfish with myself.
Oh, yes. And it's been amazing.
Yes. Oh,
it is the greatest feeling ever to be selfish with yourself.
Yes.
The word no is starting to slowly become one of my favorite
words.
It's
2 letters means so much.
It's taking me a while still because in certain situations you still want to be that
available to everybody.
Yeah,
Want to make sure everybody happy. Want to make sure everybody good. That was me. I want everybody to like me. No, I don't give two.
At all. At all.
And we'll repeat it.
At all.
Out there though. You know, I ain't got right now.
Right. At all, but even just me writing, like I have a book that's going to be coming out this year called Girl Unknown.
Yes.
And as I've been writing, each intro to hurt, pain, and brokenness and love has where I went and researched information. And when I was researching on pain, I learned not everybody's pain is the same.
That's true.
So my first pain of life happened as a kid, and I was talking to my good friend, my places, and shout out to you.
Hey, shout out, baby girl.
Out of California, you know. But
is that the one you introduced me to?
No, that's another one.
Okay. No, she was mad cool. Very, very helpful.
No, that's another one. But no, my homegirl Ange, we was actually talking about this, and I was sharing with her about the pain that I've endured as a kid. And she was like, the thing is, because she has a psychology degree. So the thing is, as a kid, your brain isn't fully developed.
Right.
So my pain started at 5. not understanding how my best friend just got killed. It was her sister, and her mama. Then from that, it was losing my big mama, then my parents divorcing, going to two different homes. The house we were living in, I ain't gonna lie, wasn't the greatest. Once my parents split and our home got broken into, and they broke in through my bedroom. So going through that trauma, trauma. I literally have endured trauma majority of my life, to where I have had, thanks to therapy, I've learned how to really heal that part of me. But it took me now, being where I'm at, and like I said, shout out to my nephew, because if it wasn't for him, Annie definitely would have gave up a long time ago. And I gotta take a moment and shout out to Jamarcus Hartfield from Knee Deep Suka.
Shout out to
me and him, I ended up telling him about my journey with mental health, and he was like, "Yo, I need you to promise me you'll never try to end it again." And I tell people,
and what did I ask you? I was gonna say, I was wondering to ask that question too now.
Listen, anytime somebody asks me to promise them something, promises for me are meaningful. So if you ask me to promise you something and I tell you I promise, you best believe I'm working overtime to keep that promise. Now, I will say that's been one of the hardest promises to keep, but I can say now I got a bigger promise to keep, and that's to keep my baby alive. I want my baby to see a stronger mother, like a strong mother in me. I want her to see a strong woman in me. I want her to see a version of myself I didn't even know really even existed.
Now let me piggyback on what you were just saying. Congratulations on the pregnancy, first and foremost. I hadn't touched that because I definitely wanted to get Kelly first.
Of course.
Not nothing against you, little boo. Against you. I just want
trust me, she been moving over here with the crazy part.
Now, being a new mother, being a mother that you weren't expecting to be, can you talk a little bit about the blessing that came out of that? Because I know we had talked about it. I'm going to go to the wells again, and you could answer or not.
Of course.
You feeling like you were different people at one time in your life. And does that still feel the same?
Oh, my personality is going to forever be around. But what I've had to learn with those personalities, though, is that they were formed due to my self-identity crisis.
Right.
So as I've started to really learn Kelly J, everybody has become one.
Okay, good.
And
that's what I want to hear.
Now what everybody get, you still gonna get a little bit of J. But it's the Kelly J attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like when she come, you get an attitude, so be careful when you
and I can definitely agree with that, because when Keish come around, that's Compton. That's Compton all day. When I bring out Keish, everybody needs to clear the room. You know what I'm saying?
Be ready.
But at the same time, safety measures. Because I know a couple of those alter egos were very dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And obviously now we get into motherhood, we gotta protect baby girl, things of that nature. And that's the first foremost thing once she touched ground.
Oh yeah.
No more Kelly J first. Baby girl
first, hands down. And this is probably one of my biggest blessings. I was told I couldn't have kids. That was something else that was very heartbreaking. Was I had the opportunity to adopt when I was younger.
Right.
And when I say younger, y'all, I'm like in my early 20s. I'm late 30s. But they still look good. But in my early 20s, I had the opportunity to adopt, and the birth mother changed her mind.
Yes.
Having that, knowing like the steps I went through to even adopt at that time, and then she pulled out. She didn't call and say, I can't do it. I was at work. We were supposed to see a lawyer, and I called my dad and I said, Dad, I don't know why she doing this to me, because she had went out of town with her people. The day we were supposed to go to see the lawyer to finalize everything, she went out of town. So I'm calling my dad, and I'm like, Dad, I don't know why she doing this to me. Right. Why? And my dad said, she want to keep her baby. She don't know how to tell you, but she want to keep her baby. And he said, let her know she can have him. I said, Daddy, I don't know how to do that. I want to be her mom. My dad said, it's okay. God gonna bless you.
That's right. That's right.
He said, God gonna bless you with your own
child. Come on,
so
Daddy. Come on,
I
Daddy.
had to send her a message to say, keep your baby.
Yeah.
God got me.
Yeah.
And I had the opportunity to foster my goddaughter. That was the biggest blessing, keeping that little girl, raising her. When she came to me, she could only walk. She wasn't talking. Before she left me, she could walk. She knew sign language and she could talk. Ooh, and that was my teaching with her.
Yes.
When she came back
just
to
preparing you for what's to come.
Literally. When
preparing you for what's to come.
I taught her Spanish. when she came back to me again and said,
Yes.
I taught her Spanish. And when I found out I was pregnant, my first thing I said, Lord, please let it be a girl. I didn't want no boy. Lord, please let it be a girl. Please, Lord, let it be a girl. And I wanted a girl because I wanted to love her. Right now, me and my mom have talked about this on social media a lot. Me and my mom didn't have the best relationship.
Right.
But I've had a lot of great mothers in my life who loved me dearly, who poured into me dearly.
Yes.
And I was very thankful for them. But I knew if I had my own daughter, life would be different.
Yeah.
Life would be so different.
I have to agree with that too, because I know when I was younger, going through the different situations with my parents and my grandmother raising me and not being able, I never had a birthday party as a little girl. You know, a lot of people don't know, why does she celebrate to this magnitude? Mm-hmm. Because I'm giving my children something I've always wanted. Mm-hmm. You know how most kids, you know, like I went to all my cousins' birthdays and my friends' birthdays and all the kids come around, all the little girls, all the little boys, you know, and I celebrate my children, even my 27-year-old Darian. Yeah. I threw him a party up until he said, I don't want no more birthday. So I can feel you on that, because you want to give what you were not given. Yeah. And it's like an empty feeling that you don't want your child to feel.
I just want to give her love.
Yes.
Something that's priceless.
Yes. And
I want to give her love, attention, affection. I want to pour. Even now, when we being pregnant, every morning I wake up, I touch my belly and I just tell her I love you. I tell her she's going to be great in this world. She's going to be amazing. Right. I literally, throughout the day, pour into her
yes.
every single moment as I'm just regularly moving around. Me and her said, you'll think I'm talking to myself the way I talk to my belly.
Yeah, but that's training them. Because I did that with LJ. And I make sure they're articulate speakers. I don't do the baby talk. I don't do because then when they start talking like that, then you're going to try to correct it.
Yep.
So I commend you on that. Yep. I commend you on so many things, but that right there is key. Yep. Because you're molding this queen. Yep. You're molding your princess to become what she's going to become, which is greatness.
Yes.
Now, I want to talk a little bit more about what you're going to come. Oh, I'm running out of my time. Let's jump to depression.
Okay.
Because you stepped on so many things that I wanted to piggyback on, but I forgot some of the stuff because we talked about so much. But I want to talk about, where did you come up with depression, and how has it been so helpful to so many? Because I know for me, it came at a time, and this is my quick testimony to you, that you're sitting here giving you your flowers. It came at a time to where I wasn't sure if I wanted to continue this entertainment, which I talked to my boss, T. Jones. I talked to even his mom, our creator. It's just, I was tired because I felt like I wasn't benefiting nobody. Mm-hmm. But you never know who you're benefiting until you remove your benefits. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, where are you? What's this? I didn't realize how important I was till I removed myself. Mm-hmm. So what made you say, this is what's going to be important for me to share my story, and let me start by doing this?
So the support group that I have is called FIGHT, which stands for Focusing and Growth and Holding Together. Ooh, From nice. FIGHT, which was me creating the fight that I had within myself.
Okay.
But from FIGHT, I created HOPE, which stands for Helping Others Persevere to Excellence. So the first thing I thought about when doing HOPE, I was like, what's the number one thing that I deal with, which is depression. And I was like, you know something? One day I got tired of being in the dark, and I was like, F all this. I was like, F all this. I'm getting up. I'm putting on some clothes. I'm doing my hair. I'm going to go get me some press-on nails.
I know that's right.
It became a point.
Dollar Trees is the best.
I got to a point where I got tired of allowing depression to define me. And I said, this ain't fixing to be. You'll look at me and try to determine if I have depression or not. But when you see me, you're going to see me smiling. You're going to see me laughing. You're going to see me cracking up or making some type of funny song. That's what that's what you're going to see with me. You'll never see me sad and down. And to my friends who have, they know they're a huge support system of mine, because it is quite a few people who do get to see that side of me.
Right.
But the uplifting that they give me, they're like, Kelly, we ain't supposed to be doing all this. But I had to get to a point, because we do say F cancer. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was like, you know something? Yeah, I was like, so I'm like, you know something? Let me go ahead and make this up. So the design of it has the middle finger. Yeah. Has the ribbon, and they say F depression.
Exactly.
And I was like, and once again, me being creative one night,
put it together.
And from that, I created a 2024 calendar from that. And each month of that calendar has something that's inspirational. It also educates you about what each month is relatable to mental health.
Especially mental health. Yes. I know that's May. That's this month.
Yes.
And that's something I want to talk about too once you piggyback on that. So I'll let you finish.
Oh, but no, each month, all I'm saying was each month is catered to mental health.
Yes.
So you have some months that are relatable to PTSD, some months that are bipolar depression. Each month of the year, and this is me researching because I did not know all of this.
Yeah,
I may be a mental health advocate
too. I love it.
But I'm a mental health advocate because of what I've gone through.
Yes.
But me researching and learning, like, each month of the year has something relatable to mental health.
Right.
Has been very inspirational. So when I created the 2024 calendar, I wanted it to be something meaningful. When I created the blanket, I wanted you to be able to wrap up in that blanket on your hardest day.
It's so soft.
On your hardest day, and just look at that blanket and be like, you know something, I got this.
Yeah.
You are right.
Now, one thing I want to talk about, and I don't mean to interrupt you, our time is limited. We were talking about depression, and we had the first female versus male, and we were talking about the things that women go through. Mm-hmm. But sad to say, in statistics that I learned from you, men have that, and that's why I'll say in several relationships, I'll say that for the security of a man, having an alpha woman is kind of like, especially if they didn't have the best relationship or the best turnout with their mother, right? And when you said that, I was like, what? But it made so much sense because as you're steady saying, and I love it, you're researching, you're researching. How did that come about in learning how to deal with relationships after finding out all this information?
I'm still trying to learn my own self. It's still a learning. Because one thing about it, men, they say, oh, I want a woman who will allow me to be soft. Well, not necessarily soft, I wouldn't say soft, but be vulnerable enough to be themselves. And you can be that one for them. I have play brothers and homeboys who call me and be like, yo, I just need to talk.
I just need to vent. I need your ear.
And I love it when they call me because I'll even pull up to them and I'm like, come here, let me hug you real quick.
Yeah, because one thing men need is that backbone, just like women do.
Yes.
And the sad part about it for me is I've dealt with the aftermath of a woman tearing them down, and then they come to me and they're like, oh, you know, and I'm like, whoa, I don't want the beast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need the beauty and the beast. What did she do? Maybe I can fix this or maybe I just can't.
I ain't gonna have learned it ain't nothing you can fix. They have to see you for you. And then once they see like you not like the rest, they'll open up. But you keep being you. Right. And as long as I just told a friend this, I say be their peace. Even when they coming with the rah-rah, keep being their peace. Right. Be the one like, that's gonna get on your nerve because you're trying to be the peace and instead trying to cause friction.
Yeah.
But be the peace. If that means, hey, I'm gonna call you back later. Cause I definitely done hit that a couple of times. I'm gonna hit you up later because we not getting nowhere. I love you later. Like, cause that's you protecting your own peace as a woman, as an individual. You know what I'm saying? I know I come from such a good, loving place because I know all I've ever wanted was to be loved, was to be cared for.
And that's me.
So I literally give what I want.
Yeah, and see, and that's the hard part about it because with us being alphas. Yeah. Let's start with that.
Yeah.
Not only the E word, entertainers. Yes. We see men coming and going. Yes. That does not mean we're dating all these men. Are we this? Because I get accused of that. When you're too close to you always talking to this. You have to have security in yourself.
Like, that's my point.
Right. And I've had to spend so much time trying to, well, it's not this. Do you want to get on the phone with us? Do you want to go to the event? I start to lose myself.
Yeah.
And here lately, I'm like, F that. I'm too old. Facts. What I'm saying? I am too old for this shit. Facts. And so it's to the point now to where do you go back to secluding yourself?
Where I'm at now, shout out to little baby. I've already said I'm done. As crazy as it may sound. I've said I'm done. Deep. I'm done. Like done. Because the men of today The men of today, what I would look at of being real love, real genuine, it's not there no more.
you know, social media has killed it.
Definitely.
The convenience of having what they say on the weekend. I keep them satisfied. What's that song?
The weekend.
I keep them satisfied on the weekends. You take them during the week. Yeah. Your man, my man. It's okay to have these open relationships even though you didn't sign up for it.
Exactly.
It's okay to have these sidekicks even though they started out as, oh, that's my homegirl. Oh, that's my best friend. Oh, I've been knowing her for all this time. Yeah. You didn't even know her last year, but how is that your best friend?
Period.
You know what I'm saying? And then what scares me is when you put it on the plate or you put it on the table, then all of a sudden you the victim.
Right.
Oh, you was in my phone. Oh, you was in my business. Oh, you was in you gave me the phone.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I commend you on that because you pointed out a whole lot of stuff that a lot of people wasn't ready for.
Yeah, I definitely have said I'm done. Just because also today's generation of people, like, I keep asking men where they get the invisible money from because women be like, I need him to pay this, and I'm just like, I don't want you to pay. I got me. I got my nails. I can do my nails. Yeah. I can get my hair done. All I want you to do is love me, support me, be there for me.
Yeah.
When I come home, when you come home from work, I'm probably gonna have to cook meals for you.
Yeah.
But then when it's time to lay down, let's get a little break. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want a man who gonna pay my. That's great. You gonna pay my bills. But what else can you bring to the table for me?
Yeah.
Outside of you paying, because I pay my bills just fine right now without you.
Yeah.
What else can you bring to the table for me?
Yeah.
What kind of love can you give me? Is that love even healed?
Yeah.
From your own trauma?
Yeah. And see, ooh, you just
because if you can't love me.
You can't love me if you don't love you. And see, and that's what my problem was. I want the hood. I want the bad boys. I want this. You know, because you know, if the bad boys come with some. Woo, they come with some baggage.
Yes.
You know, broken homes, and all they know is, you know, can I take you to the Fortune 500 company event? Can I get you to Articulate Speaking? Because, you know, I'm from Compton. You know, well, let me stop saying from. I lived there a long time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I lived there long and I lived in Texas, but I'm actually from Dallas, from Turtle, right down the street from Jamie Foxx. Right. Having those worlds. Yeah. I've lived in the hood. I've lived in the nice areas. I've lived in the burbs. You know what I'm saying? Having those to where I know what to turn on, when to turn on. But if you're talking to somebody that don't know nothing
at all,
but the hood,
at all,
you have to check yourself. Yeah. And I have to talk to me in the mirror and be like, "That girl, how you gonna be mad at him when you know that ain't him?"
Exactly. And that's the crazy part. Who you kidding? Ooh, girl. Let me tell you right there, so baby, when I say that's been me. Yeah, I was that one. If I was talking to you and I saw the potential of you, we want to build I want to build you. Shout out to my photographer because he said you can't keep building these men. You got to have them already built. And I said, damn,
come on now.
He right. When I looked at it, because if you get into my life, I'm a boss myself. So I'm expecting you to come
and be that boss man. That's what I don't care.
I don't care. If you climbing into a 9 to 5, you get up and you go clock in. That's boss moves to me.
But the scary thing that comes with the men's depression also is the competition. Yeah. Because when you're laying down next to me, you're my man, I'm your woman. I'm not more money than you or less than you.
We actually got the same type of money together. Yeah. Because if I got it, you got it. Yeah. That's how I look at it. Yeah. I had to even realize in my last relationship that I was moving in the way still of my marriage. Ooh. Because shout out to my mentors, Lord and Ruth Jones, because with them, they really taught me in my marriage how to work as a teammate. Yes. So after my marriage, when it came to me getting with someone, I moved in the way as we're a team. So if I got it, you got it. If you need it and I got it, here you go. If you got it, and I'm expecting you to have it. Yeah. And when I had to literally take myself out of that. I had to stop, even in a relationship, because we ain't married. Yeah, because
everybody you were dating was your husband, even though they were not your husband.
But I was moving in that way because for me, it's like, we're a team.
But you know, it's hard to stop being a wife when you've been a wife.
It really is.
Because for me, even in my marriage, I had to get to the point because I was so young. Mm-hmm. I had to learn how to be a wife. But then once I learned that, I didn't go back to being a girlfriend. No. And that's where I fell short. Because even T. Jones, can I put you on blast if you don't mind, sir? Even when we had conversations from a male's point of view, and I tell him, he was like, but why? Mm-hmm. You know, your question to me always is just, why you do that? Mm-hmm. It's the so simple question, and what I do, I make you crazy, like, T-John, why you ask me that?
Right. And then I used to say,
why you do that?
Well,
and you can't put it on him.
Right.
Why you do that? So when you...
And what made me mad about her, she kept doing it.
Yeah.
And I was like, Kisha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know the definition of insanity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard that on my own self. Heard on my own self.
And you can't do it until you gonna get a different...
That's why I literally say,
yeah.
I'm done now, because no man is, and I've had to learn, you have men,
yeah,
and you have males.
Ooh.
And for the longest, I was dealing with males.
Yeah.
Instead of a man.
Yeah.
But, when that man, if a man should ever come along.
Oh, he's coming. When he comes.
When he comes.
We're gonna speak that in existence.
I ain't gonna lie, I told you I was done, my love. So when you being done, I now need Jesus to send big lights to let me know this is the man. The big lights. I mean, like the biggest billboard bright ever.
You know you gotta come back. we didn't get to all of y'all. I'm sorry to get to y'all questions. We just got into this interview and we go like we always do.
Every time.
Now, Kelly, what can you expect from Miss Kelly J coming up soon? That I know platforms are coming and they gotta follow you. So make sure you put your handles.
So y'all can definitely find me on all social media under Kelly J.
Yes.
You can follow me on Facebook. I'm Kelly J. On Instagram, I'm Kelly J. Enterprise. My organization on Instagram is Mentally Strong, Physically Free.
Woo!
Love
it.
We're on YouTube, Kelly J TV. I do have a book coming out this year. We did just drop some new merch on the website at kellyjenterprise.com. And right now, for the month of May, everything is 10% off.
Yes, for the month of May. Y'all got a couple of days.
Yeah, so use the code MH Awareness, so mental health awareness.
Okay.
MH
Awareness.
Yes, you get 10% off. We are looking for brand ambassadors. I have a lot coming on this year. Like I have speaking engagements, all of that, and I've been trying to like really structure.
Well, make sure you give us the date so we can announce it on the show. You know, just hey, Kisha Simone, can you plug me in? Whatever, we got you.
I will.
Now, did you have any shout outs you want to shout out to anybody before you leave us today?
I did shout out to everybody during this, but I got to shout out to my photographer.
He's the
best ever. Shout out to him. Shout out to T-John. Shout out to you, Kisha Simone as well. Big shout out to my people out in Cali from Ange to Ronnie. I love y'all forever.
Definitely.
To all my support system that has been there, Candace, Shayna, Key. Just all of y'all who have been there through my hardest times. Yes. Y'all know what I done been through. Y'all done seen me cry. I will forever love y'all forevermore for being here for me, to my parents. Although we had rocky starts.
Your daddy make the best cakes.
Yes, he do. So shout out to my daddy.
Yes.
But shout out to each and every one of y'all. Shout out to those who are watching. Please don't ever give up on life. Don't ever give up on yourself. I've always told people this in general. If you're ever dealing with something and you feel like you're alone, DM me, contact me. Yeah. I am your biggest supporter.
And she will answer.
I will. I am your biggest supporter, your biggest listener, that'll talk to you. Now be ready, because I do have to give disclaimers that I come with the real. So don't get mad about what I say. Yeah. But I will forever be me forevermore. And I hope that each and every one of y'all will continue to be y'all. Don't ever let nobody tell you what you can't be. Be whatever you design yourself to be. God created you for greatness, so be that greatness. And
that's real.
I'm Kelly J, guys.
That's real. Now y'all give it up for it before we head out. Good job. Good job. Boss man, do you have some last words before we head out today?
Just appreciate the transparency, the real.
Yes, definitely.
Always.
That was deep. That was deep. Now, you guys, I want to let you guys know something. Miss Kelly J has always been a part of us on the show as well as behind the scenes. And for her to come on and be so transparent is priceless, you guys. Everybody has a story, and this is something that you can, yes, you guys, you got to go back and respond to the messages. They are amazing. You guys, thank y'all for tuning in, because mental health is very, very serious. Mental health is something you got to focus on, you got to pay attention to, because if you haven't been through something, you're going to go through something, or you just came out of something. Isn't that proven? Isn't that proven? So we don't want to act like it's just everybody else, because, you know, you want to look in the mirror sometimes. But you guys, before I end, I want to shout out to Kalandra and Yall, my best friends here in Dallas, to Malika in LA. You guys, I got a pecan pie from my friend yesterday just because, and that let me know somebody was thinking about me. Hello. So shout out next Saturday to TTP Productions. Will be back with the second half of his cast for his film Unforgiven Karma, which is what we talked about today. DFWiRadio.com. We will see y'all next Saturday. Let's go, B.I.G. with some one more chance. See y'all later. Oh, that's the last one.
Hey y'all.
Thank you guys so much for
Thank y'all for
tuning in.
tuning in. Oh, wait.
Show.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Really dropped a lot of dimes.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Guys, please follow her and definitely support getting the merchandise because I'm getting my blanket and I'm being in it. I'm gonna go live and show y'all. So you guys, thank y'all for being so supportive as well because being beautiful on the outside.
Hey y'all, thank y'all for tuning in. It's your girl Kisha J. We are out. Make sure y'all follow DFWiRadio with Kisha Simone every Saturday from 12 to 1.
I've been liking too, but at the same time.